There's a quiet place in my heart where your name lives, echoing in a language older than time, written across the fabric of my soul like constellations only I can see. From the moment our paths crossed, something within me recognized you, not as a stranger but as someone I've waited lifetimes to find. You didn't enter my life with noise or lightning. You arrived gently, like a familiar season, like the sun sliding slowly into morning, casting warmth on everything I'd forgotten how to feel. And somehow, with just a glance, you woke the part of me that had grown quiet from waiting. You didn't have to speak to tell me you were mine. I knew from the way the air felt different when you stood near, as if the universe itself paused to acknowledge the moment. Every part of me leaned toward you instinctively, unafraid. You brought with you the kind of peace I didn't know I was missing. And though I had lived many days before you, it was only then I began to truly understand what love, sacred, patient, unwavering, could feel like in its purest form. It's the way you love me when no one is watching that undoes me, the way you pour kindness into the smallest gestures, the way your hand naturally reaches for mine, like the world makes more sense when we're connected. You listen with your whole being, as if my words matter even when they're messy and uncertain. And in a world that moves too fast, that demands too much, you offer me a space to simply be. I never expected to find someone who wouldn't flinch at the truth of me, who would meet my shadows with light instead of fear. But then there was you who never asked me to be anything but myself. You who celebrates my quiet and my wild, who holds every version of me with open arms. With you, love is not a performance, it's a homecoming. Every moment we share, even the quiet ones, feels drenched in meaning. You've given me laughter in places I thought would always be hollow. You've taught me how to breathe softer, love deeper, and see beauty even on the hard days. You've made me believe in always. I don't think you realize the way you exist in the world, as if you're stitched from the stardust of a kinder universe, as if you were sent to show what love looks like when it's soft but strong. There is so much grace in the way you live, so much intention in the way you care. I watch you when you don't notice, and each time I fall in love again. It's in your patience, the way you meet anger with calm and sorrow with understanding. It's in how you make everyone feel seen, even those who rarely are. Your presence is a balm, a quiet reassurance that no matter what storms may come, I won't face them alone. And when I'm with you, the noise of the world fades into something gentle. There's a kind of sacredness in your arms, a feeling that I am exactly where I belong. You are the constant I never knew I needed, the anchor in my sea of questions. And while I could live 1,000 lives and meet 1,000 faces, I know this truth like breath. I would only ever want this one with you. Even in silence we speak a language only we understand. I can feel your love in the way you pass me a glass of water without being asked, in the way your eyes soften when they find mine across a crowded room. You've woven yourself into the fabric of my days so seamlessly that life before you feels like a faded photograph, still beautiful but lacking the vividness of color you brought with you. I've known love before, but not like this. Not a love that steadies me when I falter, that doesn't run from my edges, but smooths them with time and tenderness. When I dream of the future, it's your voice that guides me forward, your laughter echoing in the spaces we'll one day call ours. I see a life rich not in perfection but in presence, mornings filled with sleepy smiles, evenings wrapped in comfort, years built on mutual trust and deep steady affection. I know now that love is not just fire and passion, it is the choice to stay, to see each other clearly, and to keep holding hands even when the road gets rough. With you I choose forever endlessly. Sometimes I wonder if the universe made a map in my bones that led me to you. If every heartbreak, every detour, every restless night existed only to prepare me for this love, for your love. Because loving you feels not like chance, but destiny, written in the stars, whispered by the wind, cradled in every dream I dared to carry into the waking world. There is nothing accidental about us. You are my miracle in the mundane, the wonder I walk beside every day. I've watched you sleep and felt time stand still. I've heard you speak and felt galaxies shift inside me. There's a sacredness in your presence that reminds me I'm not alone in the universe. That no matter what we face, no matter what changes, we will find our way again and again across time and space. I believe in past lives because this love carries the weight of something ancient. And if I am lucky enough to be born once more, to walk this world in another form, I will spend that life searching for you too. Because loving you doesn't end, it only changes form, and through every lifetime, I will find you again. What we have isn't loud or showy, but it's real, it's solid. It's the look in your eyes when you pull me into your arms after a long day, the way your heartbeat slows mine without saying a word. You don't just tell me I'm loved, you show me in how you remember my stories, how you laugh at my worst jokes, how you always know when I need quiet more than words. Your love has been the foundation on which I've rebuilt parts of myself I thought were too fractured to repair. You remind me that I am more than my wounds, more than the past I sometimes carry like a weight. With you, healing doesn't feel like work, it feels like breathing. I never thought love could be this easy, not because it doesn't take effort, but because it feels so right. Every day you choose me, and in that choice I find strength. I know the world can be unpredictable. I know we may face days that test us, but with you I am never afraid of the future, because whatever it brings we will face it together, shoulder to shoulder, heart to heart. Loving you feels like finally waking up after a long sleep. Like suddenly everything is brighter, sharper, more alive. You make the ordinary feel extraordinary. A walk becomes a journey, a quiet night becomes a memory, a glance becomes a vow. There is poetry in your every movement, and I find myself inspired in ways I never imagined. I write you into my days, into the rhythm of my breathing, into the very core of who I am. You've shown me that love isn't just something you fall into, it's something you rise within. You lift me daily, without even trying, and I hope I do the same for you. I hope when you look at me you see someone who believes in you fully, who cherishes you wholly, who loves you not in parts but in entirety. Because that's what you deserve, not just affection but admiration, not just passion but presence, and I vow to give you that always, in the good, the hard, the in-between, in every chapter, in every breath, in every heartbeat that passes. My love is yours, not just today but through every lifetime, always returning, always shared. We've built something that doesn't need to be explained to be felt. It's in the rhythm of our days, in the warmth that lingers even when we're apart. You've become my compass, my calm, my favorite sound in a noisy world. You make me want to be better, not for you, but because you already see the best in me. You never try to change who I am, instead you honor it, nurture it, protect it. That kind of love is rare, that kind of love is holy. I look at you and see every version of my future smiling back. I imagine us older, slower, still laughing at our inside jokes, still dancing in the kitchen, still holding hands like we did when we were young. I imagine a life not free of challenges but rich with love, always returning to the same truth: we were meant for this. And even if the world forgets our names, I know our souls will remember. Because what we share doesn't fade, it echoes, rippling through time like a song that never ends. I love you in every breath I take, and long after breath leaves me. There's a part of me that only you have touched, a place even I didn't know existed until you arrived. You see me in a way no one else has, not just for who I am but for who I'm becoming. You meet me there every time, with patience, with grace, with unwavering belief. When I doubt myself, you remind me. When I stumble, you steady me. When I shine, you celebrate without hesitation. That's what love looks like when it's true. You are my greatest witness, my fiercest ally, my most tender mirror.